All right, so why do you think I put this number 1 on this warm-up?
To trick us.
No. Yes.
Because it has kind of this question.
Oh my gosh. It was the most missed problem on the test. I did not think that you were going to struggle so badly with angle of depression. But you did. Some of you got it, some of you understood, but the majority of you did not. And actually on this warm-up, you guys did a lot better than fourth period. Fourth period on this warm-up, half of them got it wrong. You guys, the majority of you got number 1 right. So, the angle of depression is 27 degrees. Solve for x. What do we know about the angle of depression? It's from what going downward? No. What? It's from a line that is what to the ground? The angle of depression is always from a line parallel to the ground going downwards. So the only line we have here that's parallel to the ground is this bottom. Is there an angle going downward from here? No. So what do we have to do? You think? We have to draw another line that is parallel to the ground. Right here. This line is parallel with the ground. So where is the angle going from this line downward? Where does the 27 go?
I know.
Where?
The 27 goes on the bottom wall. On the bottom.
Okay, why? You're skipping a step. Yes.
Well, first it goes on the top.
Right. It goes from the line parallel to the ground going downward, so this is 27. Now, because we know that's 27 degrees, and we know the top and the bottom are parallel, and we have a transversal, what else is 27? This angle down here, alternate interior angles, makes that also 27 degrees. What could we call this? Yeah. But if this is the angle of depression, what is this? Ah, this is the angle of elevation. They are always the same. The biggest mistake on this problem was that everyone was putting the 27 there. This is not what I taught you. This is just, okay, an angle going down, yes. But angle of elevation and angle of depression always have to start at a line parallel to the ground, which this angle does not. Does that make sense? Okay, so now, whoops, what do I do to solve this problem? I'm trying to get an x. Yes?
First you have to write down SOHCAHTOA.
Yes, why? Why am I doing SOHCAHTOA here? Or trig, as I should call it. Yes, Mike?
Because you have to like write down all the sides and you have to write down theta, and then that'll help you like solve it.
You're right. That's the process for using trig, but what tells me I'm using trig here? Yes, Neat?
2 sides and an angle.
Yes, I have 2 sides and an angle in a
Triangle.
what type of triangle? Right triangle. So I see a right triangle. I see an angle. I see 2 sides. Boom, I should be thinking, okay, I use trig to solve here. So now is when we label things with theta, H, O, and A. So which one are we using here? So, ka, or toa?
Toa.
Toa, right? And what does T stand for?
Tangent.
Tangent. So tangent of theta, which our theta is 27, is equal to O over A. Our O is 15, our A is X. Am I missing the top, the bottom, or the angle? The bottom. What do I do?
You gotta divide.
Good. You switch the function in X. So X comes out front, 15 remains in the top, but tan 27 goes in the bottom. And then we just divide. 15 divided by tan of 27 is 29.44. Now, I was also very disappointed that even though, yes, we can recognize we're using trig here, there were a lot of people who did not recognize that we needed to use trig here. They were doing Pythagorean theorem, special right triangles. Yeah. So if you are one of those people that knows that you would not have recognized to use trig here, that means that you are not practicing enough. You did not complete all the practices that I made you complete. Either you just didn't do them or you copied off of someone else, meaning you did not prepare yourself for this test. Okay. So now, yes, this is reaching from a couple of units ago. Factoring. We're going over this because today we're going to have to factor a little bit. How do we factor? Okay, yes. So what is the first thing we always ask? What do we ask first? Is there a GCF? Is there a GCF here? No. Is there a number that goes into all three of these numbers? There's a number that goes into, besides 1, there's a number that goes into 1, 6, and 8. There's no GCF. So now we can move right to factoring. What did I tell you guys to do? What do you do?
Special X.
Yes, the special X method. Now what goes up top in our X?
A plus C
A times C.
times 3.
So what is A times C? 8. And what goes in the bottom? Good, -6, our B value. Now what do you ask yourselves about these two numbers? The other way around, yeah. What multiplies to give me 8? What two numbers multiply to give me 8, but add to give me -6? Now again, if you can't think of this in your head, you can do a little factor chart over to the side. But really at this point, well, maybe not, maybe I'm asking too much, but when you go to Algebra 2, you should be able to, in your head, think of what two factors of 8 multiply to get you 8, but add to get you -6. So what are the factors of 8?
2, 4.
Right, you gave me the right ones, yeah. So the two factors that multiply to get 8, but add to get -6 are -4, -2, right? -4 times -2 is 8. -4 plus -2 is -6. Now, do I just write these factors like this? Am I done?
You gotta flip the sign.
Oh, stop saying that. First of all, and that's not what you do here. Why is writing this like this incorrect?
You gotta set it equal to 0,
Right.
right?
Do these two numbers multiply to give you this thing?
No.
No, what are they missing? An X, right? So I write these X minus 4 times X minus 2. These are the two factors of this quadratic. X minus 4, X minus 2. So technically when I asked you to factor, this is all you had to do. You should have left it like this. If I had asked you, oh, give me the zeros, give me the solutions, then what do?
Set it equal to 0.
Then you set both of them equal to 0. So we have X is equal to 4 and X is equal to 2. Did I ever say the words flip the sign? No. Get it out of your brain because you know that in the future you're just going to be willy-nilly flipping. You're not going to know where to flip. I guarantee it.
I challenge that.
I'm going to come back in Algebra 2 and I'm going to ask your teacher, does he just willy-nilly flip the sign? And if they say yes, then I'm going to call up your mother. I don't know what threat to give you.
Beat Xander.
And tell her to beat you, yes.
Make him,
All right. Any questions on this problem?
Make me do what?
make him change your baby's diapers.
That would be called child nudity. No.
What?
I do not want to see that.
What?